I've seen things people wouldn't believe.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Brian at Whisper Status 74. We are here again with owner, founder, dear friend, Mr. Robert Zahn of Value Electronics. Robert, how are you this afternoon?
Thank you. All is well, and so happy to see you and all the great members that you have. Thank you again for inviting me back to the channel. We have some very good news to be breaking today, so it's good timing to have this podcast indeed.
Excellent, Robert. People, our community loves not only seeing you, and obviously you're very generous having me in the store and showing all the panels that I would never otherwise be able to show anyone. So we really appreciate your kindness and generosity. They love seeing you in these videos because you're able to also describe your passion as well as what is up next. Today we'll be speaking about Sony in particular and the different prices and release dates of the most popular upcoming panels. And I think we're going to start with a pretty big sales drop. Robert, can you tell us a little bit about the first big sales drop?
Thank you. And it is on the flagship 2021 model, Sony's Master Series Z9J, which is available in 75 and 85 inch. They're doing a final blowout sale that starts right now. And the 75 inch Z9J, all in delivered nationwide, $39.97, a little under $4,000. That includes delivery to your home. And if you are a member of Whisper Status 74 and you tell us that, we're going to gift you with an extra 10% store credit towards any Sony accessory, or just take the 4-year extended warranty. It's a 3-year extended warranty to give you a total of 4 years of coverage at no charge. The 85 inch Z9J is dropping $2,000 to a crazy all-time low price of $59.97. And then you would get a $600 Sony store credit or a 4-year warranty. This is a pretty big drop. There is not a lot of inventory left. It's just to help dealers and the distributors to move out the last remaining inventory before the Z9K launches, which has been delayed now and will be the first week of June.
Okay. That's okay, because we actually need a little bit of space because we have a lot of other great panels coming from Sony in May. But quickly, to put the Z9J in proper context, Robert, that's a 75-inch 8K flagship for under $4,000.
That is a crazy sale price, you bet.
So I don't care what year it is.
Well, it's a good TV. It's a very good TV.
Yeah.
The XR processor, it's a full array local dimmed. They're very good at controlling the backlight on it. It's really a very accurate TV and delivers a gorgeous picture. So $39.97 for the 75 inch, dropping $2,000 to $59.97, free nationwide shipping and store credits as well. So yeah, that's a beautiful TV. Everybody loves that TV, and it's now priced extremely aggressively.
Yeah, we covered the Z9J last year. It was in the shootout as well.
Right.
Stunning panel, beautiful. It is a true master series. To see it drop to this price, that is amazing. I mean, especially the 75 inch to be at least that price. And then the 85, remember guys, 75 inch, it's not a 75 inch 4K panel. It's not an 85 inch 4K panel. These are 8K master series with all the design and sound that actually includes.
And just while I'm noticing this, and while we're on the closeouts of the 2021 models, there is a price reduction, and none of these will last long because there's not a lot of inventory, on the XR55 A80J, which is their OLED TV in a 55 inch, is dropping to $11.99.
Oh, wow.
Delivered nationwide, $11.99. So that's coming down very nicely as well. And that's a beautiful TV.
Yep.
There's no price changes and there's almost no inventory left.
Yep.
Of 65 and 77 inch, staying at $17.99 at the final closeout and $27.99. And let's see what else is going on. I can announce some new prices that were never announced before.
So I think, Robert, since you're talking about the A80J, I think A80K would be the next logical choice.
It really is. Thank you. And I am able right now for the first time to announce the prices. That'll be available in 55-inch, 65-inch, and 77-inch. And after I announce the prices, I want to tell you some of the upgrades we have this year.
Yes, please.
55-inch A80K, $19.99. In a 65-inch, $24.99. In a 77-inch, $37.97. These are going to be shipping the week of, one more second, I have another chart to look at.
Oh, take your time.
Thank you. They'll be shipping the week of May 9th and May 2nd on the 77-inch, May 9th on 55 and 65-inch A80K. The philosophy from Sony this year and several other premium brands is to not to launch at very, very high prices and then have these very big price sales. They will go down during the year, but very modestly. So there's not any big price drops, and they're all a month away, and they're minimal price drops, if any at all. So don't worry about buying in early and paying a premium. You are paying a very modest premium.
So much better for the consumer in that
It
regard.
really, really is. Yes. Let's see. We can also announce prices on X85K and X90K.
Well, Robert, before you go there, I know you wanted to discuss some of the upgrades on the
Oh, thank you
A80K.
for bringing me back.
No
This
problem.
is a big upgrade year. LG Display has made the panel, the new panel, the 2022 WRGB OLED, is brighter, far more energy efficient. It draws much less current. It runs much cooler. It's natively brighter. It has better color saturation and better color volume because the subpixels are larger this year, which helps not only make the panel brighter, but also makes the panel deliver better color accuracy, better color fidelity, better color saturation, and better color volume. On top of that, Sony has the new second generation of the world famous XR processor that's been retuned to take full advantage of the extra color fidelity, the extra color saturation, and the extra peak lumens. So you'll see more dynamic tonal range and better color volume with the new A80K. The other thing they did is they upgraded the built-in audio system. They've always been known for their very good actuators. Well, this year, the A80K has a dedicated center channel for dialogue, built-in actuator. So you're going to hear dialogue very clearly. You're never going to say, what did he say? I didn't hear that. When you pair it up with an HTA 5000, 7000, or HTA 9, you're going to have a larger dynamic range and more speakers in your center channel using the built-in actuators on the TV. The audio is significantly upgraded, and the video is nicely upgraded this year as well. So we have better built-in audio and better picture quality, brighter, more detail, better motion resolution, a more dynamic image. This is a very nice upgrade year for the A80K.
And Robert, with the audio quickly, everything above the X90K will take advantage of that center channel option, correct? X95, X80, and the Z9K, they should be able to use the center channel option?
That's
From what we
correct.
know? Okay.
As will an X90 and an X85.
X90, oh, they'll be able to use that as well?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Oh, excellent. That's good to know. Because
Yeah.
last year they stopped it at, I think the X95 was
Right.
the entry. Okay.
Right. X90 will have it as well.
Excellent.
I'll double check on the X85, but X90, yes on the X90.
Excellent. So,
And on X90K, if we haven't announced those prices, I can tell you about all those right
yeah,
now.
let's do it.
In the 55-inch, and this is X90K, $13.99.
This is the X90,
K.
X90K or the A95.
This is an X90K.
X90K, they're doing, oh, X90K. I'm sorry. I was thinking eight. These letters are making me nuts. X90K. Yes.
That's right.
We actually have one en route to the store for me to review at home.
That's correct.
Excellent. Okay.
And that'll be $13.99 in a 55-inch.
Mhm.
Also available in 65-inch for $200 more, $15.99. Jumps up to $21.99, which is very low for an X90K in a 75-inch.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and if you wanted to go all the way up to the 85-inch X90K, that would be $32.99.
Okay, so we're looking at the X90K being the more flexible in regards to size.
Right.
Excellent.
85
Okay.
inch, 32.99, 21.99 on the 75 inch, 15.99 on the 65 inch, and 13.99.
And we're looking for some pretty good improvements this year over the last year's X90J. We're
That
looking
is
for,
also true.
okay.
Thank you. The backlight master, no backlight master drive, but the backlight drive has been improved. It has more local dimming zones. It's a brighter panel. It reminds me of an X95J.
From
It
last year.
really
Okay.
looks like the X95J in performance. It's
Excellent.
brighter, it's blacker, it has more local dimming zones. It's a nice big upgrade this year. The X90J is a very nice upgrade.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you'll have one in your hands
Yep.
this coming week.
Yep. Can't
Yes.
wait to see it. So
Uh,
we have the A80K, the Z9J, the X90. What would you like
yes.
to talk about next, Robert?
Well, we could do the X85K. So it's moving down one step.
Mm-hmm.
It is, it's not in the XBR Bravia lineup.
Mm-hmm.
It's one step down. So it's the X1 processor, not the XR processor. The model number starts with KD instead of XR.
Okay.
And the 85K, it's giving me a hard time here.
That's okay. We're stealing your Wi-Fi with our stream.
That's a good thing. Okay, let's see. X95K will come in starting at 43 inches.
The 85K will be 43
Yeah,
inches. Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But my chart's not being very kind to me right now.
That's okay. Are we looking at local dimming at that level, Robert?
Yes, yes, we
Okay.
are. So I'm going to start with it just because it's in front of me.
Of
The
course.
55-inch X85K, $1,099.
Oh wow. Okay.
A little
So
less
they're
than 1,100. You can go to a 65-inch at $13.99.
mm-hmm.
You can go to a 75-inch at $18.99. You can go to the largest screen size 85-inch at $27.99. And it looks like I don't have prices yet for the 43-inch and 50-inch at this moment.
They'll probably stagger like the other releases
Yeah.
at those
So
smaller
I'll
sizes.
come back on this video and I'll post those answers.
Yeah, I love the opportunity for the high quality at that size.
Yes.
You know, that someone that wants that kind of panel can get it at a relatively good size. And I know Sony likes to feature those next to their smaller OLEDs to show how vibrant they are. That's awesome that that's available.
Yeah. Even when you get into their entry-level TVs, it's been a big upgrade year in both the panels and the processing.
Excellent.
So this is a beautiful year, even to go into a mid-range TV. And I find that to be true for the most part from Sony and LG as well. They're doing a good job this year. I think Samsung is leading with their XR processor and even the X1 processor.
Sony.
Yeah, but we'll leave that up to the TV shootout to make
Yep.
those final decisions when we have our expert panel of judges voting on
Absolutely.
the attributes of picture quality. And that'll be July 9th and 10th of
Okay.
this. And of course, you will be the VIP guest there.
Yeah, it will be a lot of us there. It's going to be, I think this year is going to be so much more nice and relaxed. You know, last year I know so much stress of you just being able to get it put on with everything that was happening in the world. So you were still able to pull off an amazing show. This year is going to be even better. And this year is going to be Murderer's Row as far as the different panels, even
Yeah,
from the same manufacturer. Like Sony's lineup is even going to be hard on itself.
that's
It's like they're going to be going after themselves. So
yeah.
speaking of that, quickly, Robert, I know that we just revealed the X95K in your showroom at 85 inches,
Yes.
and we've done a few videos on it. Very, very impressive. Mini LED, definitely. First showing from Sony this year, I was very impressed with it. We all We're very impressed with it. We saw it in your bright gallery for the intro with me and Shane. Then you and I followed up with a comparison in our back, the home theater room, blacked out. And it was equally as impressive. So mini LED from them, definitely a great choice.
Thank you very much. So it's a new panel this year, so it's brighter and blacker. It has the second generation retuned XR processor to extort all those benefits. This is a beautiful panel, and it has very, very, very minimal normal anomalies that you have on LCD panels where they have the little glow around bright objects.
Yep.
It's so minimal you have to look hard to find it.
Well, and you have to look hard and come way off angle for it.
Yes,
And so dead up, you really couldn't see it, with it. And especially the viewing, you don't have to be dead center. You have to be pretty extremely off angle. So I'm glad that Sony went with the mini LED this year. And I know we can't release anything about the Z9K in terms of our pricing, but I'm very excited for that panel. I'm a little happy that it's been, selfishly for me, I'm a little happy it's been delayed a little bit to give us a little breathing room for the A80K. Can you speak a little bit about the QD OLEDs from Sony for me?
Thank you. So I'm sorry I didn't tell you the prices. The 55-inch, and this is an XR, of course, a Bravia Master Series Quantum Dot OLED. 55-inch model number would be XR-55 A95K. The Master Series Quantum Dot OLED, $29.99, shipped nationwide, $300 Sony credit to Whisper Status 74 members who tell us that they're from this channel. The 65-inch is going to be $39.99, and it's gorgeous. And that'll be, we can take orders now. We'll be shipping, let's see, I'm sorry, I got to go back to the other sheet.
Do you want to show them, did you set the 55-inch price as well while you're on that page, Robert?
55-inch price, $29.99.
So
65-inch, $39.99.
Okay.
And let's see if we can tell you when they're going to ship.
Well, I'll tell you, while you look for that, Robert, I mean, the amount of TVs that are already in the gallery, I cannot wait till we have Sony's entire lineup, even to compare against each other.
Yes.
I think it's going to be very exciting. I mean, what a great year for us to compare.
Yes.
We thought last year was a big jump. This has been crazy this year.
I know. It sure has been. 2 years in a row, big advancements in technology.
Absolutely.
Digital video display technology. It's possible it'll be shipping the QD Master Series of the QD OLEDs the week of May 16th. Certainly no later than the week of May 23rd.
Okay, excellent. Well, we will be there.
Yes.
To unbox them and to have Robert announce them.
Thank you.
So we have the A95K. Any news did I miss talking about the A90K mini, the smaller ones? Is any information on them? Or are they still later? The 42 and 48, are they still further out?
Yeah, let's see if I can give you that information as well as the prices. So A90K is going to be July.
Okay.
Let's see if it's the week of July 5th, and we're talking about 42 and 48-inch. 48 is actually very soon, if not available. It's the 42-inch that's the week of July 5th. Now, let's see. I may have to do a little fancy work here.
It must be the way that they produce these with the mother glass that they delineate when they release these smaller ones, because everybody's releasing their smaller ones later. And they are going to be Master Series. Just, I think, without the heatsink at that size.
That is correct as well, but they are Master Series, which means they go through the QC and calibration process and setting the white point.
Yep. I had the A9S from you guys. If we did reviews on that, that was absolutely beautiful. So confident that that's going to look good as well.
Yeah. Okay. So the A90K, which is an OLED TV in 42-inch, is going to be shipping the week of July 5th. We are now shipping the 48-inch.
Excellent.
I'm sorry. The 48-inch is the week of May 16th.
Okay.
Now, let's see if I can find the prices. They're not telling me the prices off the top of my head here.
If you have to dig too deep, Robert, you might not be able to release those. So don't feel compelled to.
Yeah.
Don't feel compelled to.
Yeah.
I can always add them later.
Yeah. So let me. Yes, correct. You and I will both add them on this thread the moment I'm allowed to say them.
Yeah.
Which won't be long now.
Are you expecting a different body style? I haven't really seen them.
Only on the 42-inch.
Okay.
It's not that the body style is so different. The pedestal stand is different. It has the traditional looking feet that the G1 had last year.
Okay. Because I
That's
know
on the
they
42.
because the A9S had an interesting kind of round pedestal stand
Right.
that was really low profile, and it looked like it was coming out of the table.
That's right. That's correct. Boy, a lot of new great TVs this year. A very
Yeah.
big lineup. Yeah.
So we covered the A80K, we covered the X85K, we covered the A95K. We've also covered the X90K
That's correct.
and the huge price drop of the Z9J, which I highly recommend considering it is an 8K Master Series. And those prices are insane. They'd be insane for the 4K version, but to have the 8K version be that price for both panels is excellent.
Absolutely. That will blow these out rather quickly, the few that are left.
Yeah.
So if you are considering one of those TVs, you have to act fairly quickly here because
Mhm.
it's a very constrained supply.
And I'll say too that I mean, I'm guessing what the Z9K prices will be. So for those of you that want a Z9J, I would say to have such a high-end panel at that size and at that price, you really shouldn't worry about what the Z9K is going to cost because that is such a reduced value that you're getting a panel really at a 4K price. You're getting almost a regular 4K priced non-Master Series. So if you really want the Z9J, I would personally suggest, and I'm just guessing the prices, I don't know them, but if you're looking at the Z9J, you have to look at it as its own entity and say, hey, I'm getting an AK flagship
That's
because the
right.
Z9K, I believe, will be much more expensive than those sale prices. So I don't
Oh,
think you should worry
yes.
too much about that. Would
Very
you
well
agree,
said.
Robert?
Very true. I agree totally with everything you said.
Yeah. So you're almost getting away with murder there. You don't need to worry about getting outpriced. It's like the Z9K is going to come out at a similar price. It's going to be their flagship.
It is a beautiful Master Series TV, 8K XR processor, tuned up beautifully at $39 and $59.99 for an 85-inch.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's very low for what you're getting.
Oh yeah, I mean, especially at those sizes, 85.
Yeah.
85 is still out of a lot of people's realm of thinking. But that's what I love about having the X85, and having all these options. And I like how Sony simplifies their lineup now. They have, the X90 is the beginning of their
Mhm.
top end.
That's correct.
X90, yep, X95, there's two. And then you have the one X85 and the X80, which you were actually pleased with the X80.
Yes, it is nice this year, I gotta say. For an entry-level TV, the X80K delivers a very nice picture. It's more than what you would ever expect for a TV of that price point. It's priced very aggressively. And it is
Excellent, Robert.
beautiful. Yeah, that's right. And
Very
that would have
cool.
the X1 processor, which is very nice as well. You bet.
All right,
So
Robert.
this is another big year. Two big years in a row. Again, very unusual to see that type of advancement in digital display technology.
Well, for Sony too, I think to be able to come out with not only mini LED, backlight master drive on two of their panels, not just their premium, but their flagship, and
Yes,
then do QD OLED as well. They really are. I mean, they're kind of right there with it, and they're leading the way as far as, I mean, just to have those two technologies and then compete with other manufacturers. It's just going to make such an interesting because it's not older LED versus mini LED this year. It's mini LED versus mini LED, QD OLED versus QD OLED. So I think the XR processor is going to make a big difference.
absolutely does. You bet. Very good. It's a
Excellent.
very powerful processor, and they know how to program it.
Very cool. Well, I'm not going to keep you very long, Robert. It's been long enough. You are incredibly busy.
Thank you.
You can say good morning to the community because this video will be live 3 a.m. Monday morning, or 3:01, I should say, when all these prices are able to be released. But I do thank you from myself and the entire community for taking the time and also opening your store is your home. And also, while we're on camera, the series of me being able to game after hours is an absolute gift, and it's something that we're going to continue to do with these panels, and I really, really appreciate it. I'm saying thank you from the whole entire community.
Thank you very, very much. You bet. Absolutely.
Awesome, Robert. Well,
Okay.
we got everything. Are you looking up more stuff?
Yeah, I just keep looking to see if there's other.
I think we covered Sony's whole lineup. I
We
think.
covered the full TV lineup. I think everybody knows that we have three new projectors. They're all
Oh.
native 4K HDR. These are not shift projectors. They're not DLP projectors. There'll be no rainbow. They'll have
Let's throw them up there.
amazing blacks, deep, rich blacks, very high peak lumens. This is another breakthrough year for projection as well.
Excellent.
And there'll be the VPL-XW 5000 ES at the crazy price of $59.99, crazy low price. Delivered nationwide. Tell us you came from the channel, get 10% to use on any Sony accessory.
Excellent.
Then you can step up, get a better lens, get 500 higher peak lumens nits, 2500 peak lumens, to the 6000 XW 6000 ES. And you'll get higher peak lumens. You'll get the better lens as well. And that would be $11,997. And then the flagship model, 3200 peak lumens with the best lens as well, for $27,997.
So that's the higher end projector, but the other two are extremely low, aren't they?
Very low, especially
Okay.
again for the specifications, even compared to all other brands. This is another breakthrough in projection. That's correct.
Excellent. Oh, awesome. Thank you for adding them to it, because I know we have a lot of people out there that are in that mode. As these TVs are getting larger, they are
Yes.
thinking about projectors as well. So make sure that you check out I'll link all these pictures and check out the website. And also, Robert puts a lot of work into the website. It's constantly updated.
Thank you.
PDFs, there's a lot of extra. And the roadmaps are, as we always talk about, the manufacturers dictate the roadmap. You guys follow them, obviously. But Robert adds a lot of Easter eggs and PDFs in that website. So
Mhm.
please check out that website for us.
Very good. Thank you. Please do. And good morning to everybody. And thank you very much for joining us today. I so enjoy doing this. And I encourage anybody who has any technical questions to please call, post them in a question on this video thread, and/or email me, and you'll get the proper professional answers to all technical audio and video questions. And give us an opportunity to earn your business, and we're going to surprise you with some other perks and benefits from coming from Brian's channel. We're
Excellent.
for. Thank you.
Excellent, Robert. Again, thank you. As I said before, you were still looking at the computer while I was talking, but again, saying thank you for your hospitality. My whole community is in that store with you. Again, being there after hours to game on panels that people would not be able to game on, especially panels like the Z9K. So I really, really appreciate it. I know you've been working all day. You're there day and night. You're still there now, actually. Yes. So I want to say thank you from myself and the entire community. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you all, and look forward to seeing you in the next video.
All right, guys. Have a great night. Take care.
Good night.